ladies, my name is Chaz, and welcome to the part 2 of What If Zuko Had an Infinity Power of Darkness. So, yeah. And so, in the last part, or where we left off, last part was covering the backstory. So, and how every time he uses or every time someone says the villain in the word, he ends up getting triggered and causing him to turn into the bad version of evil version of Endeavor with green flames. But that's his that's not his main form. His main form is his self when he's calm. But when he gets angry, he turns into Endeavor looking, and this one. But so let's continue on that sports festival thing. So, yeah. So he says, hey Zuko, I guess I'm your opponent. Okay? And every dude, don't hold anything against me, okay? As they were when they were getting ready, as he says, okay. And, gosh dang it, stop that. So, yeah, he's the only one that's unaffected by his brain quart thing. Because Zuko has many things going on in his head. Brainwashing has no effect on him. So, yeah. So and he basically gets yelled at. Not Zuko, but the brain dude for using so they had to use the shield, basically like a glass dome, to keep his power from exploding again. So, yeah. So they walked up to the field and he says, ready, Zuko? Yeah. I am. How about you? As he says, let's go all out. I want to see your true power. What is that word again? Oh, I know. Villain. As when Zuko got so angry by hearing that, everyone's like, uh-oh. Here it comes. As everyone is like, uh-oh. Whoops. As the entire glass dome even broke. And extreme version of that guy's thing. Fiery. And he starts attacking the brain dude with such brutal force that even they had to call the match off. Uh, but they did had, or like, or sorry, actually, Mountain Lady was out there. She could even feel the heat. Like, what is that? As All Might told them that it's Zuko's power. Because once he hears a certain word, villain, he gets triggered. So yeah, they had to call the match off before any things get too deep. Yeah, he basically is. As DC Brain Dudes was smacked all the way to the wall, brutally, like, injured, as he used the word earn. Actually, one person that really does know how to use a special word, because he loves ice cream. So it was, let's say it was Momo Irozu. Yeah. She tells Zuko, or she yelled from the where she was sitting, and says, "Hey Zuko, is there or do you want some ice cream?" As he calms way a heck down, like he turns around and he acts like heck yeah. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. So yeah. So she ends up. So then out of nowhere, the ice cream, bowl of ice cream, or should I say banana split, just landed softly on the right in the middle of a stadium, as they don't know what it came out from. So Zuko walks back to like the ring, grabs it, and he walks over and starts eating it. And he's now more relaxed. As they all know now, don't make him upset. So, yeah. So they're like, huh. And it was like raining and then ice cream. And flying down to everyone else's area. So, yeah. They were so drama, basically a frozen of that attack. They couldn't believe it. But now I'm skipping the internship thing, because he actually joins the Endeavor. And the Endeavor saw what he can do. So he says, huh, I'm not into things, but as Endeavor respects him as yeah, so even Todoroki told Endeavor that if he hears the word villain, he will destroy the entire thing. And my original plan in the first one was during they actually called him to the meat eating. They called Endeavor to the meeting so that he might be in his agency. And yeah. So, yeah. But during the villains, let's say the TV was right next to them, so they were watching Sports Festival, and they saw their own brother, or no, their own their own son almost commit murder on right in front of camera. Yeah. As All for One says, it's not going to be for long till your son gets consumed by the darkness of his own power. So, yeah. And during the meat thing before, I forgot I have this conflict thing. So, I can't talk fast. So, basically, shut the heck up. So, All Might is like, well, what makes him get triggered by using that word villain? Well, actually Nezu says, well, since after the place got burnt down, before villains came and attacked them and killed them. I'm trying to use voice of Nezu, so he says, well, I think that who's the one behind it all is, you know who it is. Yeah. But I thought he was dead. Well, we all thought he was dead. But if he's involved, and there's something to do with Izuku Midoriya, as All Might remembers, Bakugo told him that his power is infinity of darkness, or infinity power of darkness. That's a tongue twister. So he ends up remembering what All for One was gonna do, as his eyes start opening up wide, like he's just surprised. He pieced it all together as everyone, even Nezu says, okay, share with us what his plans are. As All Might says, his plans are to destroy the entire planet Because those Kazuku's build-up thing is basically like every time he hears the word villain, and every time he uses his power, he becomes more unstable. Like a nuclear bomb just will activate. So, yeah. So Nezu is like, that's not good. Zuko will need to keep him under wraps until we figure out how to cool him down. So, yeah. Zuko was basically... So now got to the present day thing. So he is just like, after the internship thing, or during the internship, should I say, he saw a villain called Hero Killer Stain was gonna stab Tenya, but Zuko stepped in, and he was mad. As Endeavor told Native, or no, or actually Tenya, Ida, told Hero Killer Stain to run. Because I think he is gonna go berserk on you. As he starts running the other way. Or actually, not runs away, runs towards him with blades out. As the blades melted in his hand. As he says this, you think that your blades could harm me? Think again, dirtbag. As he's like really mad. He like basically used his own flame dragon fist. Yeah. And like punched Hero Killer Stain right out of existence. Like, only thing that was left was his skeleton. As he's like, as Tenya and Native are so stunned that they couldn't believe that they're a kid with this much power. As he like does that. So he turns and looks at and like them and says, "Huh. Guess I'll bring both of you to the hospital. And I'll come back for the skeleton, or his skeleton." So, yeah, he did that. He basically, like, ran a full sprint, took them to the hospital, and, yeah, and took Hero Killer Stain's, like, skeleton to the grave. Yeah, so bye-bye. So yeah, as Endeavor and Todoroki, when they saw Zuko's is like carrying a skeleton to the grave. Yeah. Ew. So yeah, he basically did that. Been there, done that all his life. So yeah, Endeavor is like telling Zuko that he needs to relax. As he says, or Zuko says to Endeavor that only if I relax fully, if I get my revenge on those villains, or on those, because if he says it, it doesn't trigger, so those villains, those bad men need to pay. So yeah, he's basically went towards the darkest one, because as they now know that don't honor him, he actually did do, like, so yeah, then after the internship things and he's went to shopping, he got himself the ice cream and coffee. Yeah, yum. That's a good combination. So yeah. And yeah, he basically taught himself, because he actually, his darkness power allows him to use his father's abilities to, like, he uses his fire breath and but the green flames turn to black flames. Yeah, it's like green, black, boom. So yeah, sorry, I had my head itched. So yeah, he basically became a psychopath, or not psychopath, but he became. He's trying to hang on to a thread, because All Might and the rest of them know that, because All Might pieced it all together why All for One is so interested in Zuko. And he's trying to break his, like, him to gain the power of, like, or to make him self-destruct and go towards the darkness fully. As they all, like, or it was before, like, Zuko even walked in, like, way before, and All Might told the entire class that, as they're like, okay, Teach, or okay, All Might, so you're saying that this All for One character is trying to manipulate Zuko because his power of, and what is his goals, or like All for One's goal? Well, it used to or it used to rule the entire, like, galaxy, or rule the entire world, like, back then. But now he seems like changed to destroying the entire universe or entire world instead. As they are shocked, as they agree, and so yeah, they end up like them, or like they ended up being a powerhouse. So yeah, he basically, after they walked in and like they're worried about him falling towards like the villains part or evil part. So yeah. As they noticed his eye was slowly transformed. It looks like Bleach's that main character, that one that you see before you. Yeah. As Ochako, before they got on the bus, Ochako asked Zuku if what's going on. Your eye is like changed color. As he says, huh. As he's, or actually All Might, or they remember that All Might told them that he's still hanging on to a thread. And of sheer hope and will power. So yeah, as Ochako like tells Zuku that no matter, we're all here for you. Okay. So yeah, he basically told, or so they all like told him that Class A and Class B like tells him that because they do care about him fully. So yeah, as I'm skipping or actually usually I skip the camp arc, but so they were like training their quirks and yeah, and their power as the next night they got ambushed by like Toga, Dobby, all those like small groups. So yeah, they went in and as Dobby tells them, our main objective is Zuku Midoriya. They'll probably have him like with. So yeah, they And says, ooh, good, a real challenge. That's from Musclier. And he says, well, if he becomes more powerful than anyone. So, yeah, he trains his entire body. Like, he basically, trained harder than anyone that they ever known. Like, he trained, like, 1,000 push-ups, 1,000 sit-ups, 1,000, like, everything. And his body, he even reached all the way to critical in his own body. Or, like, his body reached critical, but his, like, power is, like, not even close to it. So he's like, yeah. As Toga says, oh yay, I can't wait to meet him. So they went and attacked, and they grabbed Zuko Midoriya. And a handyman says, well, in our last encounter, you who were gonna kill me right then and there. But sure dumb luck. So, yeah. So, All For One like, talked through the monitor to Zuko that I'm trying to build you. Could you figure it out? As Zuko figured it out. Now, as you were trying to, or he says, you're trying to build me up so that to destroy the entire world. But I'll tell you what, villains, you're nothing to me. As he is now getting upset. He is now, like, he reached critical, like super critical. More than the anticipated thing. So, yeah, he basically, he broke handcuffs and, like, he did that. And instead of, like, doing, like, his normal, like, that, they see him use full Sogoku. And, yeah, he killed, like, everybody. And he also, before he killed All For One told him that his parents are still alive. As he says, talk. Yeah. So, yeah. And, yeah, so they battled and Zuko won. And, yeah, he basically went to the doctor's thing, the main facility of villains. He does, like, he stays in that form until he got to his parents. And, yeah, he basically killed all the like nomus that were coming right towards him. He sliced them. He went down. And like he literally, as even All Might was surprised that he has this form. So yeah, he basically says, knock, knock. As he sees his parents and Zumi. So yeah, his parents, here, when his parents saw him, and they totally forgot about his parent, or no, his parents forgot all about him. And yeah, he basically walked right up to the doctors and he says, you must be a doctor that diagnosed me as with a quirk. And yeah, doctor says, yes, Izuku Midoriya. Over years have passed, and there was no access for us villains to exceed. So we decided to use you, Izuku Midoriya, because your power, or that you emitting off, is so stronger than anything that I ever encountered. So yeah, he says, well, you're pretty dumb founded. Give my family back. Or as he like makes whole different like threats to him. Like, yeah, I'm not going into it, so I'm trying to keep it nice and like kid friendly. So yeah, he basically, and plus I don't want to be demonetized either. So yeah, his rage as he turns his head and like he says, hey little sister, and hey mom and dad. Yeah, as they remember as Zuku. So yeah, they actually did, like, he broke a glass dome thing and hugged his parents. He starts tearing up because he thought they were dead. And so yeah, I'm skipping the dodgeball and overhaul thing because overhaul fight goes a little bit different. Like, he goes all out, and man, when he goes all out, run for the hills. So yeah, as he like really calms down a lot more, as his sister is like, good to see you, little brother, or big brother. So yeah, he was like, as they now all know his parents, Yeah. So this is the end of the video, and have a good night or day. It depends on time zones, and see you in the next video.